Yo, what's up, homesicles? I'm gonna talk about substitute teachers. I want to say, for the most part, we all like having subs. You walk into the classroom expecting it to be a normal day, and you glance over at the teacher, and boom, it's a sub. Yes, don't have to try today. Most subs are pretty cool. They don't really care too much either, and everyone just ends up having a nice easy break day. They have this attitude like, okay, so I'm just gonna pop in a movie or something, do whatever you want. I'm just here to make sure you don't all go Miley Cyrus wild and poke some kid's eye out with a ruler. But sometimes they don't care too much, and it gets kind of weird. Once I had a math sub where we were just doing a worksheet or something, and this girl behind me was eating carrots, but all of a sudden she started choking on one of her carrots and was gasping and gagging and stuff, and everyone turned around and was mortified. What do we do? We all looked over at the sub for help and guidance or something, because of all people, he should have a plan. And he was just looking at her, not doing anything. I'm sure if the girl could have spoke at that time, she would have said, "Freaking, I'm choking on a carrot here. What are you looking at? Do something, you buffoon! Ah!" So for a small period of time, everyone was just helplessly looking at this poor girl choking on a carrot. No one knew what to do. Finally, one guy got up and did the choking Heimlich procedure they teach us. It was so legit. He even did the "are you choking" question like they say you have to. If you haven't heard of the technique, or for some reason they changed it, the steps are: approach the person and ask, "Are you choking?" Do not proceed if they are not choking. It actually says that. Get behind the person and wrap your arms around their waist. Be ready to support them if they faint. Take your fist and place the thumb side against their belly, just above their belly button. Grab the fist with the other hand and thrust into the belly. And the final step is: repeat thrusts until the object pops out, or until the person faints. So the girl didn't faint. He actually got the carrot out of her throat and everyone was relieved. And after all that hullabaloo, we all kind of looked over to see what the sub had to say about the situation, and nothing. He just watched the situation with a blank slate look on his face. What the heck? What are you? I've never seen less of a reaction from such a big situation from anyone in my entire life. He should make a reaction channel, come to think of it. He'd blend in with most of the people on YouTube doing it already. Anyway, enough with Mr. Blank Slate. I remember when I was in high school, we had kind of a main group of substitutes that were common to have when a teacher called in sick or something. And there was this one old man guy that everyone knew and absolutely hated. And before you say something like, "Oh, Jaden, that's kind of rude to say," in our defense, he hated us too. Whenever a person walked in and saw him sitting behind the teacher's desk, the immediate thought would be, "Oh, crap, it's gonna be a rough day today." No one had to say it, but we were all thinking it. "Okay, Jaden, so what was he like?" "Oh, stand up so you can sit down because I'm getting started." Take the strictest person you know and throw them out the window because this guy is now that person. I think he saw himself as a military instructor leading juvenile delinquents because he wanted every child to be behaving perfectly, to a T, no funny business. And yeah, that's not gonna happen in a high school, so there's problem one. He would start every class with the same lecture.
"Alright, sit down and zip up because we're taking attendance. If I hear any talking, you're being written up. I don't tolerate jokesters in my classroom. I'm going to call out your last name, followed by your first name, and if I don't hear you say present, then you're being marked absent. You should be paying attention because you only have one chance, and I'm not calling names twice. If I pronounce your name wrong, correct me. Alright, here we go."
He says that exact paragraph every time he starts a class, and I know it because I've had him enough times to have it power washed into my head. I kinda wanna believe he has it written down and framed somewhere in his house so he can proudly look at it before he goes to bed every night. And he actually gets mad if you don't correct him if he says your name wrong. I know from experience. I don't care when people pronounce my name wrong. It happens all the time. I've gotten used to it. So I thought I wouldn't make a big deal out of it.
Animations Jaden.
Here.
Did I say that correctly?
It's close enough.
Correct me next time!
Sorry? He reminds me of if, Oscar the Grouch had a pet lemon, but the lemon was expired by 2 months and he keeps forgetting to throw it away. Oh crap, the lemon. I'll do it tomorrow. And he doesn't do it tomorrow, so I'll call him Mr. Yet to be thrown out lemon. just for simplicity. I truly don't know why Mr. Yet-to-be-thrown-out Lemon worked as a substitute teacher, because you could just see the child hatred in his eyes. Somehow, he made everyone in the class feel uncomfortable just by existing. So let me tell you a story about Mr. Yet-to-be-thrown-out Lemon. We had him in a biology class once, and we were just gonna work on a paper he had to pass out.
Alright, we're gonna be doing a worksheet today. If I hear any talking, you're being written up. This is an individual worksheet, so there's absolutely no reason to talk to anyone at all during this hour. Everyone come up to the front of the room right now and grab a paper.
Mrs. Grapes does it so each person at a table has a number, and she calls out a random number, and that person just gets up and gets the paper for the rest of the table, so it's easier to—
I will not have slaves in my classroom!
What did he just say? This man just compared picking up papers for other classmates to slavery. Slavery! Good God, So we did it his way. The 34 of us all got up at the same time and shuffled to the front of the room, awkwardly squishing together to grab a paper from the one pile he made for us. You are a fruitcake. He did a lot of other weird over-the-top things, but this was by far the best thing I've ever witnessed from him. Oh, Mr. Yet-to-be-thrown-out Lemon, you're a real piece of work.
No talking. I'm going to call out your last name, followed by... This is an individual worksheet or happens reasons. I will not have slaffles in my classroom. I don't know what those are. This is an individual worksheet, so there's a person. I'm gonna Metal Gear. Jaden, is there a Jaden here? Aiden,